Hi everyone, it's Jo at Blooms. How are you? How's everyone doing? Hope you're keeping nice and safe out there. Went to Louth yesterday to do a little bit of shopping, and I saw on the way back a sea of cow parsley. And I love the cow parsley. I think it looks amazing in the hedgerows, and so I thought, hey, why not make use of it? We're not all in a position to be able to go and buy flowers at the moment. Times are very hard for some people, and it's nice to be able to make do and mend and utilise what we've got. So I've got a gorgeous linen container here that I've had for a long time, and in there I've got some Arum, which you can just see hanging over the edge there, which has got a beautiful white variegation, and I've also got some green dogwood, which is it's cut down at the end of it's sort of springtime, and then the rest of the year it's allowed to grow, and then in the winter time we get those gorgeous stems. This time of year it produces a few little white flowers, so I've just covered the top of the mechanics just to give me a base. The other material I'm going to put into here is some Solomon seal, which is I've got quite a lot of it in the garden at the moment, and it's a perfect time to use it, and of course that beautiful cow parsley. So I'm just going to do a very simple frothy white design and keep it quite nice and neutral. So we've got some Solomon seal going in, and I'm just going to place this in all different directions. It's got a nice directional form to the leaf, as has the Arum actually. If you look at the Arum, it gives a direction. It's very arrow-like. So I'm just going to place the Solomon seal in throughout the design. Working through the leaves that we've already got in position, and just take that lovely form throughout. You can work through the leaves, just sort of push through them as well, and then just that little one into the middle. Okay, and then the cow parsley is just going to sit amongst the Solomon seal and the rest of the foliage. Now it's important to remember when you're picking the cow parsley that you allow it time to condition. Treat it as a garden plant material, so a really good conditioning time. 24 to 48 hours is ideal, and don't be worried if it flops. It very often will flop before it starts to pick up. So just because it's starting to flop, don't worry too much. It doesn't mean to say that it's not going to be able to pick up at all. In fact, the chances are it will be absolutely fine and pick up nicely for you. So don't be discouraged. It just needs a bit of TLC and a good amount of time to recover from being picked. Commercial flowers are grown, perfect conditions, the perfect light, the perfect heat, pest and disease control, and they're grown for cutting. Our gardens and our hedgerows are not grown for cutting, they're grown to be left in situ really, so are always a little bit shocked when we take them. So we have to be very careful and give them lots and lots of TLC, and as I say, 24 to 48 hours ideally, to be able to make the most and be able to use these. Now we're working into water here, so we've got the chicken wire support, but if we was working into floral foam, even more important to give it that conditioning time. So I'm just placing these in and around the Solomon seal, but I'm making sure that I'm taking the colour down. So some of the flowers I'm putting deep, and that will take your eye right through to the base of the design. It gives depth and it allows the eye to travel all the way through. So lots and lots of lovely cow parsley. Bring it down to the edge as well, and just let it hang over the edge of the container a little bit. So we've got plenty of colour in all directions, and that lovely form of the flower coming through in all directions. Just hides the mechanics as well when you place it in a little bit lower, so it gives us time, plenty of opportunity to hide the mechanics, making sure that we've got the colour throughout. Just hanging a little bit low there, just to be able to hide that section of the container. And if you've got something quite frothy like the cow parsley or gypsophilia, it can be very distracting. So used en masse, it's fine. But if you're mixing it in with other things, it's always best to not use too much, because it can detract from the main flowers that you may well be using in other designs. So just be mindful, but en masse it's fine. But as I say, taking it right into the middle there, so you can so you get that lovely depth of colour going right through. Okay, so that's almost done. I'm just going to get my little podium so I can put it on here for you to see. And I'll just place that on there for you. Okay. There we go. I'll just take the camera up. I'll just flip this round so you can see the design. Okay. On the podium there. Nice container. Nice white flowers picking up that container. And just that lovely frothiness of the cow parsley. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. It's been lovely and pleasure to see you again. Not sure what I've got written on there, something or other from a class. So we've been doing a lot of online classes, and they're working out okay. So it's keeping us going. But I hope you've enjoyed that little tutorial. It's something that I hope you'll have a go at and get out there. And if you're in the hedgerows, walk in the